That is good banter.
Oh, Timmy, we are back after a few weeks away. It's good to see you, mate.
Holy shit. Welcome to the Good Banter podcast. We are back, we are live, and it is real. This is
real.
No pre-recorded shit today. This is live, this is fresh, this is hip, this is now.
We were clutching at straws those last few. Oh, maybe, I don't know. They were all right. They were good.
They seemed better at the time. Listening back over them, it seemed a little bit flat.
You'll sit on a few things last week.
Which I thought was zingers, but listening back, geez, I was really bowling some pies, really dishing up some shit.
Yeah, and I wasn't hitting them. I was just smashing me in the face.
Nah, you were giving me donuts.
I think the problem was, like I said, we got 25 minutes into a cracking app, and then I've hit record.
Hit record there.
Got record it.
But
that's happening.
no such misfortune today because we have got too much stuff to jam into 60 minutes.
It's been about 3 weeks since we've caught up, so it's good to see you, mate. You're looking good.
No, feeling
down,
good.
Area, but
still
good. Yep.
Thank you. I saw you turned up in the new car. Which is, not bad wheels.
Yeah, the Kia Cerato. Kristen. Yeah, she had to deal with all that shit because I went away, and obviously I went away up to far north Queensland, and she was at home having to pick up the car and get rid of the Lumina, and Dad's done a bit of tinkering on the Lumina.
Oh, and he's not going to resurrect it, is he?
Mate, it has come back from the fucking grave.
He hasn't, has he?
He's gone down. What was he? He bought the
Lumina Whisperer.
When he used to go to pick apart? Pick apart.
Well,
he didn't go there.
No, good.
But he did. He had a look at the Lumina, and he found that there was a crack in the radiator.
Yeah, they refuse to let things die, old people, do they?
Well, no. He just said, "I'm going to have a bit of a better look at this because I was taking it to Goodyear in Mornington, and anyone who knows Goodyear, that's a fucking tyre joint."
Yep.
I think on the sort of little side project, they thought, usually I just put tyres on cars, but I might have a crack at maybe being a mechanic. And yeah, swiftly. And I tend to agree a bit with Cliffy on this one, my old man, that maybe they're not. Let's have a look at some qualifications of these mechanics.
Okay, it's a bit like having a heart complaint and going down to your vet or something like that, and you're not going to get the best results.
No. I mean, their area, maybe it's a little bit, the analogy's not fantastic, but I do know where you're going, where, you specialise in something else. Don't just, it'd be like, what's your specialty?
Letterboxes.
Letterboxes. So then you go, all right, that letterbox looks good. Maybe I'll just have a look at your cabinet and see if I can fix that.
Okay, I think the vet and heart analogy was better.
Okay,
both organs and anyway.
But so Dad, he had a bit, and like I said, he's got the time.
Plenty of time.
He's got the time. He sort of said, I think while I was away, he said to Kristen, you just rush into things, guys. You're just rushing. Yeah, I said, well, that's fine, but I don't have 2 weeks where I can just tinker around with a car that's fucked.
Got deadlines, Dad.
I've got deadlines, mate. I've got a job.
Yeah.
I've got a job. I'm not retired, champ. I can't get up. I don't get up at 9 o'clock and then sit down and read the paper till 12 and then fill in my day by maybe tinkering around with the radiator.
Time's money when you're young. Money. When you're older, time's worth fuck all. Yep. If time was money, he'd be a fucking millionaire because he's got plenty of it.
He's got heaps of it. But I do appreciate it, Cliffy, and I went and saw it when I got back, and Jesus, she is humming.
Bloody hell.
I'm not going to get rid of it now.
So you got 2 cars now.
I'm going to write off the Kia Cerato and try and firebomb that fucking thing. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, good luck. Yeah. I saw you drive up. She's a fairly. Is it new? It fucking looks new.
Well, it's 2017. It's only done 70,000 Ks. So she's in good nick, Joseph.
As many when I turn up to many country footy clubs, they say the same thing to me that I could have said to you out there. Is nice of your wife to lend you the car for the day because she really is. She's as a guy at work would say, she's a hairdresser's car.
Yeah, well, I think I've gotten past the point of I just needed a car.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not going for the big muscle truck or the fucking gas guzzling F100. Like, I just need something to fucking get me around.
Get you from A to B with everything from A to about.
I think when you first start, I wanted a HZ Ute as the first car, and that was unroadworthy within about 2 years. Had rust all through it. And I think I drove me Nana and Grandpa's Mitsubishi Magna wagon for a while. So that
cars are a money pit.
Oof.
Good move. Anyway, so what were you on about? You were about to say something.
What was I going to say?
Beg your pardon?
Did you have something?
Well, there's plenty to talk about. So we'll sort of go backwards and
forwards because we haven't followed on because we had the 2 pre-recorded. So I've got an update on the BMX Bandits.
Yep.
If you remember that from probably episode 110 or something like that. Where do you want me to do that a bit later in the show?
Well, I'll tell a quick one, and then we'll go to the BMX Bandits. We'll go back and forth. I think it's going to be too much for one ep. So,
and we're doing we're recording if you listen to this on Thursday, the day this comes out, we are dropping a Patreon tomorrow.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big. So anyway, couple of weekends ago now, down Anglesea, Ocean Grove.
Yep.
For a mate's 50th. All the families away, probably 7 or 8 families down the caravan park. Just good fun. And he was a great guy, really good footballer in his day. But strangely enough, he was a bit of a fucking goth, which is
so
weird.
He sort of had like the black hair.
Yeah.
Did he have the big spacer earrings?
Didn't have that, but used to wear a bit of nail polish around. His nickname is everyone's always called him Paco, named after the Paxton family. Remember the Paxton family? They were on like a Current Affair. They were fucked. They couldn't find these guys jobs, and Current Affair tried to get them jobs, and they all lost their jobs, and they just refused to work. They were all on the dole.
What era are we
this would be going back 25 years. Anyway, they actually not that far. Oh yeah, no, it would have been that far. Jeepers. Where do the years go? Anyway, he looked like one of these fucking Paxton losers. So unfortunately
where were they
for him,
based?
I think
they would have been regional.
Yeah, it was a Moe sort of vibe.
Okay,
I think, pretty sure they were from down that way. And anyway, so unfortunately for him, he looked exactly like one of these Paxton blokes, and the name is stuck. So anyway, so he had his 50th, and there was going to be one big night at the pub, and we all went there. Ocean, did I say it was Ocean Grove?
Grove.
Or Anglesea?
Well, Anglesea's near Ocean Grove. Anglesea's near... Your memory...
It's not great.
Really
I reckon it's
cooked.
Anglesea.
So, was there a big round... Where'd you stay?
At the caravan park, down on the beach.
Okay.
Down near the beach.
Every town there's got a caravan park.
But
it could have been...
They're all on the beach.
Anglesea, did you come this big roundabout? And you turn left into the caravan park?
Yeah, I reckon there
was there a little river?
Yeah, there were rivers everywhere.
Okay. I reckon you might be Anglesea, mate.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot there.
No, there's not a heap.
There's one pub sort of up on the hill.
Yeah, that's it. That's Anglesea, mate.
Anyway, so we've got that pub. His lovely wife Lucy's booked out the pub on the Saturday night. We've all gone there dressed as goth, and it was funny. All the kids had the black nail polish and lippy, and we all looked like shit. Jeez, it's a horrible look.
It's just, I don't know.
I don't reckon our wives have ever looked less attractive. It was,
they looked pasty,
and just looked awful, and we probably weren't looking real flashy ourselves. Everyone wearing black. Anyway, so obviously fucking blind drunk. We had a bit of a breakdancing competitions broken out. So I'm doing a bit of...
As all goths do.
Yeah, as all goths do. Yeah, we sort of lost the goth theme when it came to the dancing and the music. So doing a bit of breakdancing. I was bloody horrible doing this spin around thing, and I bloody took a bit of fucking skin off the old... what do you call that? Sort of the...
ankle bone?
The foot knuckle, sort of.
Yeah, the knuckle on your ankle.
The knuckle on your ankle.
The outside knuckle.
Outside knuckle. And just sort of fucking... Took a bit of skin off that doing a bit of breakdance and didn't think much of it. A couple of days later, she flared up. And as all men do, thought I'd just
walk it off.
Just walk it off. But it was getting redder, getting sore, getting pussier. Really sticking to the sock. And you go and take the sock off and it'd just be all stuck in the shit, and it was really foul stuff.
Was it something where maybe the cleaners at the Anglesea Hotel hadn't done a decent job of mopping up all the
Well, I can't really. I don't think you can really blame the cleaners because I don't think there were cleaners down the Anglesey pub. The dance floor was a real cesspool of disease, a real fucking foul vibe on that dance floor. Didn't bother us. We were rolling around like fucking morons, break dancing. Anyway, so eventually I thought I got to go to the doc. This thing's really starting to hurt. Went to the doc and he said, Siegert, you've got yourself a little staph infection there.
Wow, that is something. That's not to be sneezed at, mate.
No,
I know many a good man who's lost a leg.
Yeah, well, he said you
staph infection.
Yeah, he said you leave that for a month or so. You got a fair chance you'll lose the leg.
Did you think about it? Maybe then you might be able to go in the Paralympics or something like that. Maybe have a second run at resurrecting your sporting career.
Oh, it's a bit late now. Although I could head down Anglesey again and have a second break dance. Yeah, so on the antibiotics and now fresh as a daisy, but it took my mind back to a time. Have I ever told the story about when I got golden staph?
No, that's the greatest of all the staph.
Yeah,
that's number one.
Obviously you want a podium finish, but to get golden staph, that's something pretty special.
It's good they play the national anthem.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean,
medal
the
around
doc
your neck.
tells you, and
Got the golden staph, big boy.
Good news is you're a gold medalist. Bad news is you'll be dead in a week. You fuckwit. So anyway, pierced my ear at school. At
I reckon you might have told
have I told this?
Is this why your kidneys are fucked?
Yeah, lost half a kidney.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, there's...
Run us through it again if you want.
No, I think everyone's heard it. But, yes, I got a bit prone to the old...
Well, hit us up if maybe... We have been doing this pod for a while now. If Tommy hasn't told the old golden staph lose the kidney story, fucking let us know.
Shout out.
But, it's a corker.
It's 25 years ago I had that, and I can still get pus out of my ear where I had the earring.
Okay.
That's something that probably should get looked
bring
at.
up on a first date.
Yeah.
Hey, Tam. Check out this.
Check out.
I can still get the pus just out of me, bloody.
Shoot a bit of, but not massive amounts. But if you really squeeze it, just this little.
Shit, that's a real bad smell.
No, it doesn't smell.
Okay.
Tastes a little off, but Yeah, so anyway, got rid of the golden staph and or the staph and ready to go. Ankles in good nick. So what about you, you big chunk of red meat? What's happening?
Well, before I did leave to go to far north Queensland, there was a bit happening in my hood.
Oh yeah.
There was a bit happening. I did mention that I'd tried to patch up, put the soil down, laid some grass seed, and I roped that thing off like a bloody crime scene.
Yep.
I thought I'm not having any little punks ride through this little lawn area, and I did mention that there were some tire marks through there. Remember how I said that someone in the local area, a few little punks had ridden through?
It surprised me because I've been to your house a few times. I've never seen a car drive down that street, let alone a gang of punks on BMXs. It's not a real thoroughfare.
It's not a real thoroughfare.
So
that's why I thought this
was a targeted...
It was a targeted attack.
Yep.
And that's what I thought. I reckon maybe it was some kids who had just... I think it might have been during the school holidays or something, or... What was it? I can't remember what it actually was. It was Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
That's right. And
a horrible day for crime.
That's it. It's not great. So, they'd gone through once. I thought, okay, maybe it's just just someone's lost their way a bit.
Yep.
And gone smash through the...
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Barrier, gave them the benefit of the doubt, put it back up, and I did notice a few tyre tracks going multiple ways, so I thought, all right, maybe this wasn't an accident.
Maybe they dropped an earring or something, and that
they had to go back,
sort of going around.
Zigzag.
And again, I'm trying to get them off the hook here. I don't want to think the worst.
No. But anyway, so like that old guy, I bloody put the stakes back up.
Yep.
Go get some more red and white tape it back up. Sure enough, next day, it's fucking down again. And there's tyre tracks going one way, and there's tyre tracks, as I mentioned 3 episodes ago. There's tyre tracks sort of going from the top of the drive, like someone's come down the driveway and ridden through. So this is they're not. No, they mean this.
They're starting to waste a bit of Evan's time. If you're a council worker, this would be a fucking jackpot because who cares? You're on a wage. This is perfect. It's a bit of guaranteed work. Like back in Wodonga when we used to kick the shit out of the every Saturday night, used to kick the top off the
fire hydrants.
Not the fire hydrants, the sprinklers.
Down
Beechworth Road.
Yeah,
just
that's
to
good.
Kick
So
the
they
shit
just-
out of them, and every Sunday morning the council have to get in there, replace them, and
That's good.
next Saturday night, sure enough, we'd kick the shit out of them again, and they would have been thinking, well, it's keeping us in a job, but when it's your own time, it's a
We used to do, those fire hydrants where that you could sit on them. They had the red top, and they were silver down the.
just a
So it's
Just
just
a standard
covered.
fire
It's
hydrant.
a fire hydrant cover.
it looked
so-
like a sort of Dalek sort of thing,
What's a Dalek?
a robot off Doctor Who.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So we used to put them just over on Manchester Road in Moorbuck where there was a hill.
Yep.
Nice and safe. We'd just sort of put 3 fire hydrants in the middle of the road.
So they'd come over the hill,
See
sitting
these
on
fire, sitting on probably
80.
60, 70,
Yeah, okay.
80. And
Sure enough,
there's fire hydrants on the road.
Yeah.
And just real teenage, unruly punk behaviour.
Yeah, look, I don't want to be negative Nelly here, but that's
It's a bit dangerous.
yeah, reasonably dangerous.
Yeah.
But to your knowledge, no deaths.
No deaths, which was good.
Yeah.
So I can sort of sympathise if these kids are just sort of
Having fun.
having fun going through. But I'm older now. I'm older.
Yeah.
And this is my time. Because I'm not charging for my time.
No.
I'm doing this out of love.
Yeah, so
Anyway, so I'm out there fixing it for the second time. I'm raking the tyre tracks. I'm sort of smoothing that out. And I just noticed that because it's right at the front of the property,
Yep.
right on the road,
Yep.
just a kid on his bike.
Okay, how old?
Oh, he might have been, I reckon maybe around the 10, 11,
Okay, so you'd
maybe 12.
back yourself.
I'm backing myself. He had a little bit of a mullet.
Okay.
I'm thinking he's trailer trash.
Yep.
What's he fucking doing? So I sort of because if he's done this, he's got to be at a point where he's starting to think, oh, this guy,
Yeah.
he's not happy that I've ridden through that. But,
Oh, 100%.
but he's sort of just riding up and down the road like, no one's business. And I just thought,
I would have not given him the benefit of the doubt and just really fucking given him a pounding.
What I did first, I thought I won't go out there full cocked. I'll just get a bit of backstory, or
Yep.
I just said to Kristen, I went up and I had a bit of a chat to her. I said, Kristen, 'cause she said she saw some kids on bikes.
Okay.
So she's done the forensics.
Yep.
I said, was it this little fucker here? So she sort of came down and she had a look at old mullet head.
And she said, that's the cunt.
She goes, fucking that was one of them.
Yep.
I said, all right, no worries.
Babe, get the fucking bat.
Get my fucking shotgun, get the cricket bat.
Get some tarp.
I'm going to cave this fucker's
Get a
head in.
shovel. We're going to kill a kid.
We're going to have to, we're going to have to find some bushland somewhere,
Yep.
bury this fucker.
Get the fucking...
Put the tarp in the boot.
Get the mincer.
Get the mincer. Get the lime.
Babe,
Get...
we're about to commit a murder.
We are doing it. Get a few barrels.
She would have been excited about that.
Oh,
wouldn't
she was
Girls
good.
love it. They pretend they're all bloody...
They love a crime doco.
they love a crime doco, and yeah, you're right, and that... The only thing being a crime doco is committing a crime. I've always said
That's
that.
right. And
yeah.
it's good when it's maybe 11 or 12-year-old kid. Body's not too heavy. You don't have to, I could probably lift him myself.
Yep. And girls, girls love doing stuff together as a couple, and there's nothing.
I said, well, instead of going to the market,
Instead of going to the movies, instead of bloody going to the beach, how about together today we fucking knock a kid off?
knock a kid off.
And
We'll do a bit of bushwalking.
Yeah.
Maybe go for a nice hike.
little
Dig a hole and bury the fucker.
and bury the little fucker.
Yep.
And then
So,
we'll be thick as thieves for life.
right, we've got a secret that we're going
our
to
little secret.
hold on to for the rest of our lives till death do us part.
That's a stronger bond than any bloody marital vows.
Oh well, if you're gonna kill someone, you want to be a husband and wife killing
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
You don't want to do it with your mate.
Nah.
He'll lag in, no questions asked.
Couple of beers, he'll bloody
He'll fucking
yeah.
go tell. Oh, Macca, guess what me and Evo did last weekend?
Yep.
We fucking buried a 12-year-old kid
Yeah.
in some bushland.
No, wise words.
Nah, Kristen, they love gossip, but they're not going to do it when it incriminates themselves.
No.
So she's not doing that. So she goes, that's him. All right, now, and what happens in the meantime, his little mate comes along. I don't know whether it's his brother or his mate. And to rub a bit of...
Time to dig a bigger hole, I think.
Yeah, we're going to need 2 shovels.
Yeah.
Maybe an excavator.
Luckily, your dad's got 60 shovels.
That's right, he does too. He loves a shovel. Short handled, so it's going to be tough on the back. But what they do is maybe even to rub a bit of insult to injury or maybe just parade it round, they start riding up and down our driveway.
Who are these little cockheads?
They do not give a fuck. They are above the law. They think they are, who are these kids? They're just bloody rubbing my nose in it. So as they're riding their bike up, I sort of walked outside because in the meantime I'd fix this because I did all that and then saw him on the street and then about 10 minutes later I see these bikes going up and down the driveway.
Yeah.
So I walk out and as they're going up we go, excuse me, mate. And he just didn't listen.
No.
And then I walk back down to where the lawn is and he starts rolling. He goes right from the top. He starts rolling down the driveway, and as he comes down, he just starts slowing down. I said, "G'day, mate. How you going, mate? You didn't happen to ride your bike through the tape and over the grass here, did you?" And you could see he was like, "Oh no, I didn't do that. No, that wasn't me." I said, "Oh, that's funny, because there's tyre tracks that look pretty much a lot like yours." Going through the grass. He said,
Granted, every BMX tyre track looks
probably
exactly the same, but yeah.
They're probably the same, but I'd never seen anyone else riding up there.
Good point.
So he just, him and his mate sort of, I don't know whether I was scared. I think I might have.
Yep.
But they fucked off for, I reckon, about half an hour.
Yep.
I reckon they might have got the point here.
Okay.
They're not coming back.
No.
They're not coming back. Old Evo, he scared them. Anyway, half an hour later.
They're back.
They're fucking back.
Yep. How many are there?
There's 10 of them now.
Serious?
No, there's just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2. Old fucking Dumb and Dumber. They've come back to the crime scene.
No, they always go back to the scene of the crime.
Go back to the scene of the crime. They're not smart. Anyway, so they're up and down a few times. And we're in Unit 2. Wow, you should have heard. We've got... Yeah, remember I said Big Rexy?
Yeah.
He's like the king.
Godfather.
He's the godfather of that joint. He's in his 80s, I think 90s. And married to Julie, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to fuck with Julie.
No.
She means business. No. She's done this before.
She's been bearing kids since she was 18.
She has, mate.
Yeah.
She's got grandkids. She's got her own kids. She's a great grandkids. She's seen enough shit from kids to bloody...
Yeah,
not putting up with this shit.
She's lived through world wars.
She has, mate.
Some couple of kids riding through a newly sown patch of grass.
Yeah,
not a big deal for her.
No, she's seen it all.
Yeah.
So we're sort of there and going, those little fuckers are back. I said, well, as long as they don't ride on the grass, I took it a bit soft. As long as they don't ride on the grass, I'm okay.
Yep.
But anyway, we just heard this. Oi! Oi, you two, kids. What do you live here? I go, no, we don't live here. Well, don't ride your bloody bikes up and down our driveway. And while you're at it, don't ruin our bloody garden, all right, you little... She didn't swear, but
Yep.
She said, all right, so I suggest you bloody piss off, go home, and don't come back here.
Yep.
And... fucking Julie, we have not seen the little fuckers since.
No, so basically a 97-year-old woman has been able to do what you were unable to do, and that is keep the kids away from the
lawn.
From the lawn.
Yeah. I just went too soft on him.
Yeah, but
I thought I didn't have concrete proof. I thought I just saw it in his eyes when I said, "Mate, did you do this?" And he, when kids know they fucking did it.
Oh yeah,
but. Who are these kids? They live over the road.
Surely, it's a fairly petty crime, isn't it? Like, what are they getting out of this?
I don't know.
I don't know. What have they got against lawn?
Yeah. Anyway, so we found them. Julie scared the shit out of them, and they haven't been back. And I'll tell you what, the bloody lawn's looking very nice.
No, it's good.
It's starting to grow back, Old Andy, the window cleaner from down Peninsula, he actually sent me a photo, and because he must have been doing a job. Must have been doing a job nearby my joint. He's seen it all roped off. He sent me the text message. He said, what did he say? He said,
it's a nice lawn.
No, he says, I'm very tempted to fucking just plough through the fucking...
Oh, some. I haven't even seen it.
But yeah, so we found him, sorted, mystery solved, and maybe Julie's just buried the little fucker somewhere else. So there we go.
No, good. All's well that ends well.
But it's just good that we've all got our back in that little area,
you're
don't
like
we?
you're like a gang down there. I wouldn't
Cali
fuck
gang.
with them.
Yeah, no kids are riding up that driveway anymore. So.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a situation with my little patch of lawn out the front of my joint. The fucking dog, and I don't mean to go back to the dog. Old Elsie's dug a big hole. Okay. So I've gone and got some dirt. I filled it, put the lawn, little seed. And then sure enough, she's out there again digging the hole. I don't know what's down there. There's one spot. She keeps digging. I thought, because it doesn't have time to set and grow lawn. So what I did, and this is probably not great. I measured up the little area and just went. It was nice. It rained a bit, so everyone's lawn was a bit bloody soft. I just went and dug a fucking perfect little chunk out of the neighbour's lawn and just popped it on the in the bit. Yeah, so they've got they're rentals that they rent, so they're probably not. Yeah, so they've got a big square hole in their front lawn. So
rentals, you can do whatever you want with them.
Oh, mate,
tenants
absolutely.
don't care.
No, they don't. So, well, that's a hell of a tale there, Evan.
We've sorted.
Bit of an update over here. You'll all remember the amazing story about the Tiger King. Oh. Well, there's an update. There is an update. Someone sent me a link. I assume Bantito sent me a link to my page saying a little article saying that the Tantanoola pub has shut its doors.
Yeah, I got sent that as well. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who sent it, but sad times.
Sad times down there. And so the tiger which is in the glass, the actual Tantanoola tiger, which is stuffed in the pub, it's just sitting there in the pub that's all boarded up. Oh. So we got to get that out of there because anything could happen. There could be the joint could get burnt down. There could be looters. Yep. There could be
rats.
What are people that go and live in?
Hoarders. No, squatters.
Squatters could go in there. And, mate, we're going to get that fucking tiger out of there, down the Tantanoola Footy Club, and put behind the bar. Because, mate, I'm worried. And we're going to get the actual Tiger King. I don't know what it's going to cost us, but he's got to take over that pub. He's the only thing that can save that pub, I reckon.
Yeah, if anyone... Yeah, the old Tantanoola, the old country pubs. It's sad, isn't it, when you see the demise of pubs like that. We did some great pubs in far north Queensland, and if you got people at the pub who don't really give a fuck, they can really go down the shitter.
Well, word spreads quick, and all you got to do on the old bush telegraph, all you got to do in the country is just kick the wrong bloke out, or
touch the wrong kid,
give a bloody someone a clip across the ear that maybe they don't deserve it, or
maybe the wrong YouTube search, or Pornhub search.
Yeah, put some little
the bloody dark web search.
Cameras in the dunnies, and
a bit of trouble.
If any of that sort of stuff, and word gets around, and before you know it, your pub's empty.
Yep,
so
that's right.
even in a one pub town,
people go, fuck it, I'll drink at home.
Yeah, I'll drink down the footy club. Maybe it'd be good for the footy club.
Maybe it would be.
Yeah,
get a license down there, and maybe midweek drinking.
Yeah,
Tantanoola Footy Club.
And the Tiger. So something for the Tiger King to think about.
Yep.
And, so that's...
maybe he could brick up his own pub.
Just build his own little bar. Yeah.
He could do that.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's an update on Tantanoola. Just a dark day for the town of Tantanoola.
It's not good.
But we got to get that fucking tiger out.
Yeah, how can we do it?
I don't know. It's a long way. I'm not going to drive.
Yeah, you're not going back there.
No. Anyway, I'm sure they'll work it out.
Yeah. So anyway, what else?
What else have we got here? So, this one's big. So I had a gig recently at the Ivanhoe Footy Club season launch.
Ooh, old Ivanhoe.
So it's not really season launch. It's like a supporters past players day. So I've turned up. Jesus, there was some money in the room. This is a lot of money. Good, great crowd.
Old money.
It was myself and my old mate Peter Dacos.
Dakes.
Absolutely love P. Dacos. He is He's a marvel. He's the Macedonian marvel, and his stocks have gone through the roof. His kids, Nick is he could be the best footballer of all time. The way he's going, he is absolutely dominating. Anyway, so Dakes, the day's gone great. Had a ball, and then I get a message a couple of days later from the producer of a show of another podcast called the 200 Plus Club.
Okay, is that because someone big fat?
No, they're tall.
Oh, they're tall. There
everyone on the podcast is over 200 centimetres tall.
That's big.
You got Big Sammy Draper.
Okay, yep.
You got Nick Butler.
Oh, yes.
Who's Channel 10
sports reporter. Yeah. I reckon I played a bit of very underage. I reckon when I was at Eastern Rangers, he might have been at Northern Knights.
Yeah, okay. He was on a list for a while. Okay. And he doesn't look that big list? On sex offenders list, but a list nonetheless. Yeah. Anyway, and also Gorringe. Gorringe.
Yeah. He used to play at Carlton.
Funny guy.
Gold Coast.
Yeah. Funny guy.
Yeah.
So
I think he rips shit on himself for being one of the worst draftees.
Yeah.
One of the worst players to ever play.
Bit self-deprecating, which everyone loves. So anyway, the producer of this show has contacted me and said, mate,
producer.
They've got a producer.
Are they bigger than the bloody Good Banter podcast?
Mate, believe it or not, this was full on. They had 3 cameras.
Oh, Jesus.
They had 2 producers.
Did they have any weights?
No weights.
In the room?
No weights.
Did they have a shitty Zoom recorder?
No, it was quite the setup.
Did they have a fucking really?
No, they had televisions and sponsors.
And sponsors.
And I'm not talking whatever New View socks. I'm talking Vuco socks. New View. Jesus. Thanks to Vuco, although I think they've had a pretty good run for giving us
in the roof of their
no rats
studio.
No rats.
Okay,
and it was in a pretty cool.
So they're doing all right.
Pretty cool part of Richmond. They went out in the industrial area of Shitter's Ditch Brayside, like we are. Where all the sort of not much out here, but bloody warehouses and brothels.
I
think yours is pretty safe, mate. Not many people around this area knocking off Kia
Ceratos.
Nah, unless they want something for their girlfriend or daughter for her 18th
first car.
Yeah. So
here you go, Chelsea.
Have this, and she'll be like,
put a little ribbon on it.
Jesus, and she'll be like, Jesus, Dad,
come on, buddy.
Anyway,
I'm not that girly.
So anyway, he's contacted me and said, you did a gig at the Ivanhoe Footy Club recently. I said, yeah, it went great. How'd you know about that? And he said, well, Nick Butler?
Oh, yeah, you said it before, the Butler.
Yeah, the Butler. He said he does it. He's done it every year for the last 7 years.
Oh, he obviously wasn't good enough.
He went to school at Ivanhoe, and as a bit of a giving back to the club, he MCs it free of charge.
Yep.
Every year, and
he went to the school.
Pretty sure.
Could you imagine, like, the school? I went to Mooroolbark Heights Secondary College. Could you, I know it's different that schools are linked to football clubs, but could you imagine a public school, bloody sportsman's night or something? There'd be fucking food fights. It would be shit.
It's uncomparable, the public school system where we both went to that private school system.
That's another world, private schools.
Yeah, but hats off to them. They have a real bond, whereas I don't think we have.
It's money.
It's money, and it's a community, and it's a network.
Yeah.
So
it is. It's all networking.
It's all networking.
Like Mooroolbark Heights, the only networking would be where maybe all the druggies.
Yeah, so they maybe
get together and
they sell within and maybe cook meth locally and instead of bringing in from other suburbs.
Sure you use the safe houses in Mooroolbark. Don't go to Croydon. Keep the safe houses in Mooroolbark.
Yeah, and the all the ladies, young with 6 or 7 kids to different husbands, they're all local guys. Yeah.
And it always makes sure you meet down at Mooroolbark Station.
Yeah, and all the guys with 6 or 7 kids to 6 or 7 different women, they're all local.
Yeah, you stay in the area.
Yeah, keep the
economy.
Yeah, or the Dole local, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
anyway, old Butsy is Nick Butler. He's
Butler Trio.
He's He's sort of thinking, it must be that time of the year again. I'll have to contact the club and find out when they want me to MC.
Yeah,
anyway, all of a sudden, up on his socials, here it is, the season launch, MC'd by 1T Siegert.
Oh,
and he was fucking spewing.
Did he go to Ivanhoe? Is it some guy who's come in, or did you undercut him?
Well, I overcut him by a shitload. So, and because he was doing it for nothing, I got paid reasonably well for it. So, anyway, he was a bit of a kick in the guts. If you're doing something for nothing, and they ditch you to pay someone.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's but also you still got to do the job. I mean, and you don't want to maybe thought he's going to be too big for his boots.
Okay.
Like he started thinking, all right, I'm on Channel 10.
But he's a very good host, so I can't imagine he wouldn't have done a good job.
No,
but it's almost, I wonder how the guys feel like Treloar and that go to another footy club when the other club's paying for you. So they're paying for you not to be there.
Oh, so they've traded you.
And they're still paying, they're happy to pay your wage to be somewhere else.
Yeah, well,
is that similar? It's got to be similar.
Yeah, it's sort of similar but you'd almost be going, it is a bit of a kick in the dick that we don't want you here that much. We'll pay you a year's wage.
We're happy to pay you.
We'll pay you.
Just fuck off.
Maybe it's like a redundancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like whether the company's going down the shitter or what, or you're just a shit worker.
Yep.
What we'll do, we'll pay you a year's wage.
Yeah.
Just to fuck you off.
Because you're a nice enough bloke.
You're nice, but you're really dragging us down.
Yeah. So,
Is
anyway.
that a good analogy?
It's an analogy.
It's an analogy.
So, anyway, so they've wanted to get me on so they can talk about it. Because they all thought it was very funny on the podcast that he'd been ditched.
Yep.
For me, who was getting paid to do the gig. Anyway, so I've gone in there and it's big Sammy Draper.
He's big.
He is a fucking... he's a great bloke, but he's a monster of a man. And
he's 200 plus.
200 plus, but just his arms and his hands and everything about him. A lot of cock talk in there. They like the cock talk.
Well,
but one thing,
200 centimeters.
But one thing they talked about, and this was interesting. They asked me my opinion on edging.
Oh, that's where for those who aren't, that's where you get close to coming.
Yeah,
you sort of pull things back a bit.
And they reckon it's a really big thing in the AFL at the moment. So players,
what they're talking about it,
they're running around with semi-erect penises, because they reckon, and they've done their homework on this, that having half a boner is when your testosterone is at its very best, and that's when you're going to play your best footy. But I would have thought...
What happens, so in the team huddle, when they hold up the board, is there just photos of naked women on there or something?
Yeah, I assume... they're showing a bit of Pornhub.
How do you walk around with half a munger?
I don't know.
It couldn't be comfortable.
I would thought the 3%, 4 or 5, whatever it is, extra testosterone you would get, that slight little advantage would be outweighed by trying to run around with half an erection in your pants. And
so explain how it works. Like, how do you... Because your erection would go up and down during the game, wouldn't
it? Exactly. And I guess you just... Well, pre-game, I guess... Well, you wouldn't want to fire it up in the rooms because you've still got probably 10 minutes of running around and running through the banner.
Blood rushing to your cock. And then as you go to run through the banner, you go floppy.
Yeah, you wouldn't want your big bloody erection shooting out the banner first. That'd be quite the sight. From the other side, all you see is 21 erections coming through.
21 erections just poking through the crepe paper.
Yeah, so they reckon you... so, I don't know, have they got a fluffer?
Is this sports? Yeah, maybe they've got a fluffer. Maybe that's why there's so many rotations. He goes, my erection's gone down.
Oh, okay.
Get him off.
Get him off. Get him a hand job.
So when he's kicked a goal, he's kicked in a goal with an erection, and then he's gone soft.
Yep.
So that's why they run off.
Ah.
That's why they go down in the rooms, because there's someone in the rooms just fluffing them.
because when you're having a set shot, like all eyes are on you, cameras are on you, 80,000 people.
Yep.
You can't put your hand down your pants and have a bit of a semi-wank to do that. So you've probably had a minute or so.
You know how Lloydie used to throw up the grass to check which way the breeze was going? They just fucking check their erection which way it's fucking...
Which way the erection's going? Mine would always be going out of bounds on the to the left. Horrible bend. So that's
interesting.
It's really interesting stuff. So I don't know to what extent. I just think the negatives of having half a boner. I'd be walking around going, I've got to bloody finish this off.
Well, you wouldn't want to come in your bloody footy shorts during the game. That's bloody embarrassing.
Oh, imagine, you know what you're like when you're on the edge. Like all of a sudden, you might be on the edge, and all of a sudden you get tackled, and someone sort of rolls over you, or get a wrestle.
Or someone says harder, give it to me harder.
All of a sudden, yeah, and that'd be it. That's sub me off once I've lost my load. Yeah. It is. I'm losing interest in this game. I got I need to just scroll through my phone for 15 minutes and then grab a bit of shut-eye. My day is over.
Someone on the bench smoking a ciggy.
If you're
fuck, that was all right.
If you're relying on me to man up once I've filled the old footy shorts with jism, you are kidding yourself.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, maybe we should. Well, this is one for the fuck checker, Big D.
Yep.
If Big D could, do a bit of research, and I don't want you to Google anything, Big D. I want you to rub a couple out, have half an erection, go for a jog, try and get a hard ball get,
kick a footy
with
down the park,
kick a footy with a flopper, with a semi, and
a rock hard,
and then maybe ejaculate, and then have a kick of the footy, and just see if there's any difference, accuracy. I guess desire.
Would you reckon, like, if you had blown, like, your legs would be a bit weak, so you wouldn't be getting as much penetration if you're kicking?
Well, we've established that.
Yeah.
Once you've blown, it's game over. You're putting the red vest on.
You're putting the
red vest on once you've blown. It's shut-eye time.
Imagine if you just looked over, there's 10 blokes with a red vest just snoozing on the bench.
Scrolling through their phones. Just cooked. Just big wet patches in the front of their footy shorts.
Oh, well, that's sports science gone mad, mate.
Sports science has gone.
You had the peptides years ago. You had the Brisbane Lions. They were jabbing themselves up.
This is bigger than the Essendon.
This is big stuff.
This is big stuff.
This is big.
So wowee, and I imagine some big boys, some big old. You'd see as a supporter, you'd see it, wouldn't you? Like I guess, what percentage erection are we talking?
I don't know. I don't think we're going to solve it today.
I'll be keeping an eye out. This weekend. So everyone at home, we should be on I tell you what we should be on. Boner watch.
Watch.
All the banditos out there, if you see a boner on the TV, get a quick photo or even send it in. Anything above 25%, I reckon. Send it in, and we'll see if we can put a bit of a boner compilation together.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And see if we can either disprove or maybe I don't know.
I don't know what we're doing. Yeah. So what apart from the edging, what else were the boys talking about that these sick fucks get up to these days?
What else were they talking about? I don't know, but it was good fun. It was good fun. Ripping blokes in there. So it was I'm certainly not one to promote another podcast. We're in no position to be doing that. So
no, and basically you were thinking you could promote yours.
That was the big idea.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they listen to this, but maybe they do. Yeah, I went in there to promote the pod.
Really pump us up.
Really pump us up. And let's just say,
you edged the night before. You were going in there.
I didn't know edging was a thing. I didn't know edging was a thing.
No, I edged for one go, and they go, fuck this, let's go.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the
discipline.
No. I wake up in the morning with a tenth of an erection, and I'm like, this is. I cannot do anything until this thing has been satisfied, or or
hit with a cold spoon.
Hit with a cold spoon, as they used to do in the World War. There's an interesting fact for people.
Yeah.
Have we told that fact?
I thought it was in hospital.
But it was during the war.
Oh, see, I never saw that on MASH.
No, that was late night MASH.
Okay.
So what they used to do, and this is, yeah, geez, it's been a real erection episode. So during the World War, the soldiers, they wouldn't see women for a long time.
No.
And all of a sudden, they'd get shot or get a leg blown off or something like that, and they'd be off to the hospital. And they'd be laying there, and they'd be
half a leg.
with half a leg, half a mongrel, and there'd be nurses, and they'd be seeing women for the first time. And
do you reckon a few blokes just blew the leg off just so they could see?
Oh yeah,
see a woman.
Yeah, that's we take it for granted these days, just being able to jump on your phone and download a bit of porn. But back then, if you wanted to see some lady action, you'd have to step on a landmine or cop a bullet to the shoulder or something. So anyway, so there's all these soldiers in this room, and because they're seeing women for the first time in a long time, they're all getting erections.
Yep.
And what they used to do, by all reports, is would have a cold spoon.
Yeah.
And someone would go around tapping the soldiers' dicks with a cold spoon.
Be a good job, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'm not sure what sort of qualifications you require. And after the war, where your left employment-wise, I'll tell you who'd be good at it. All you'd have to do is go down your local
ice cream shop.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah. That'd be good for getting the spoon.
The spoon, yeah.
They go a bit deep. They'd be really scooping the soldiers' dicks off, which is not what you want. Just a tap.
Not when you've blown your leg off.
I think Mr. Whippy getting in there, that's not what you want. These guys lost a leg for the country, and let's not scoop his entire reproductive system out with a fucking ice cream scoop.
Do you want one scoop or two?
I'll tell you who'd be good.
A waffle cone?
Big that'd be gross. I'll tell you who'd be good. Go down your local time zone and just get a kid that's, that thing with
like the whack-a-mole or something.
The whack-a-mole. Yeah. As they come up, just
probably don't want kids hitting
erections.
Hitting men's erections.
That's
that could probably go down a bit of a bad area.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was a long time ago. They're different times.
It was.
And, so just a cold spoon on the end of the dick, and apparently that used to send the erections back to where they belonged. And that's, of course, the great Darren Casey used to do the joke.
I haven't heard that one.
You haven't heard his joke about
No.
Oh, he goes. Well, he tells the story about how they used to hit the dicks in the World War at the hospitals, and someone said, what's the cafeteria like at the hospital at the war? And he goes, that's fantastic. Only complaint is that the
You're under the pump now.
No, what is he? Oh fuck! I got to do it. Got to do it justice.
Got to do it justice.
Got to do it
mate.
justice. But here we go. Yep, he goes. The main course was to die for, but the soup tastes like a soldier's cock. He's a good man, Darren Casey.
That's good, yeah.
He's
Funny
one
man.
Of the, one
Funny
of the best.
man. That's
One of the
great.
best, yeah.
That's great.
But the soup tastes like a soldier's
soldier's
cock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
nice. Good stuff.
Yes. With footy season upon us, maybe I'll try a bit of edging for round one. See if you
All the local football. I think a few leagues kick off. Good Friday.
Yeah.
So nothing better than running around Good Friday with half a mongrel.
Yeah, if you think maybe you didn't do as much pre-season as you could have.
Oh, just edge.
Yeah, just edge. Run out with half a stiff.
Not even sport. Just, you're going to work and you're wearing the suit pants, just edging. I'm going to get more data in today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to solve, get those tax returns really firing.
Yeah.
I'll get your money back. I'll get you more money back on your tax return.
Oh, yeah.
I've got half a munger.
I wonder if there's a record, like a world record for an erection kept.
Yeah, well, there probably is.
It'd be someone that had a tablet, I would say.
Yeah, probably. We should get off this erection talk for a bit. We've been Oh,
Okay.
maybe it's what people want. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe if you had what are they? The pills?
Viagra.
If you had half a Viagra, does it give you half a boner?
I don't know. Depends how strong or. I got no idea. I've never. No.
Anyway,
No.
yeah, no. Good point.
Anyway,
Probably a bit much of
we're
the,
sort of really driving this erections. Well, our erections are starting to go down.
yeah,
This
that's
is
for sure.
really going down. So, would you want me to tell you a few stories about the tour?
Yeah.
Do you want
How,
me to do that? Mate, we've
do we need to do it for the Patreon?
we're at 50. I'll just tell
Yeah,
one
yeah.
quick one.
Give it-
'Cause I got plenty. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
plenty. So
Maybe give us one, and we'll do a lot
give you
on
one.
that, and then we'll hit the Patreon.
we'll hit the Patreon.
Yeah.
I got some funny ones from Bowen. So
Oh,
we're
beautiful.
kicking off. We're kicking off in Townsville. This
Yep.
is first gig Friday the 17th of March. Now a few days beforehand, I'm touching base with Franklin. I'm
Yep.
making sure he's over in WA, the Wild Wild West.
Yep.
Oh, the Wild Wild West. He's got to get to Cairns. So I said, "Oh, what's going on, mate?" So this is about 5 days before. I said, "If you book flights," he goes, "Oh, mate, no, I haven't booked me flights yet." I said, "Oh, why is that?" He said, "Oh, well, I'm waiting on a bit of cash from, he did spots during the Fringe Festival for a
Yeah.
promoter." He goes, "Oh, he still hasn't. He said he was going to pay me. He was going to go in today. Hasn't gone in yet."
I'm not sure if he's got a savings account, but if he has, he doesn't utilise it.
It maybe doesn't utilise it, and we'll get closer to what happens with a little story about this.
Yep.
So I start thinking that maybe I better step up to the plate here, because I think old mate who's meant to be paying him for this festival, the
Yep.
gigs at the festival, I said, I just don't know if we need to make sure that money gets in there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be doing this show alone.
Yeah.
So I said, mate, I got back to him. It might have even been 3 days beforehand. I said, mate, how about this? How about I transfer enough money for whatever your flights? So I'll pay you for the first 3 gigs or whatever.
Yep.
How about I do that? You and Michelle can get your flights, and
Yep.
you're over there. I'll just jot it down. It's all good. He said, mate, that'd be fantastic, because
Yep.
I don't think I'm getting this money in the next week.
No.
So, mate, if you can give me an advance, that'd be great. So I said, all right, well, I'll put it in now, but you might have to wait till tomorrow for it to carry over.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you put money straight into an account, it doesn't go straight in. It takes till the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I put it in, and he goes, "Oh, well, I'll just check if it's gone in." He's like, "Nah, it hasn't gone in." So this straight away, he's checking.
Yeah.
He's checking. He starts going. An hour later, he's checking. Nah, it hasn't gone in. I said, "I reckon it might go in after 5 p.m." He goes, "Mate, I reckon, mate, when we get up to far north Queensland, I'll show you how to set it up on your phone." So
It's not the first time he's required a payment ahead of time.
payment ahead of time, and basically needs it at that time.
Yeah.
As soon as you press transaction completed, he needs that cash.
When he says he's got no cash, he's
He's
got no cash.
got no cash.
So
he's like Robbo. Robbo, no cash.
no cash here.
No cash here, mate.
And the thing, he's probably not doing himself any favours by putting these payments off as long as possible. Because I'm guessing a couple of days before a flight, and he's known about this gig for probably 3 months.
3
He's
months.
probably paying 3 or 4 times what he could have.
Yep.
If he bought it at the start. So he's
But organisation, maybe not Franco's strong point. Love Franco.
oh,
Great
legend.
man.
Great guy.
Great guy. But anyway, so he starts sort of lecturing me. He says, what I'll do when we get to far north Queensland, mate, I'll set up your phone banking so you can set it up where the money goes straight through, and then we won't have this problem again, you know, you know, so there's no issues there. And I said, well, maybe, you know, I didn't say it, but I started thinking, well, maybe you have some money in your own account to pay for a flight, and then the issue isn't even fucking mine.
Yeah, here's another way we can avoid this, is you get your life sorted out and I look after myself.
Yeah,
and
I book my flights, you book your flights, and we sort of act like proper adults.
Yeah. Maybe that's just another way. I mean, we're just spitballing here, Chris.
But anyway, so he did that, booked the flights. We meet up in Townsville, and we catch up in the Virgin. You got me to the Virgin Lounge because our flights were coming in at the same time. I mean, they didn't crash into each other or anything like that. But, first gig's at the Herbert Hotel. So we fly in late Thursday night. Him and Michelle have come from WA. I've come from Melbourne. Things are all good. And, staying at the Herbert Hotel. Friday's the gig. So we thought, all right, we'll start setting up for the gig on the Friday. And the publican who, Franklin, he knows him. He's gigged for him a few times.
Yep.
We gigged 2019, me, Oaksy and Franklin, so I met him as well.
Yep.
And he said, do you need any sound gear? I said, well, it would fucking help if we had sound gear. It's hard to sort of yell.
Yeah, Franklin couldn't organise tickets. How do you think he's gone organising sound gear?
Well, technically, I am running the tour.
True.
But I think most pubs would think, all right, they're coming from Melbourne. We'll set up the sound gear.
Yeah, most speakers, stands, mixing desk,
microphones,
light, microphone.
That's on you.
That's not carry-on sort of stuff.
No, you're not. No, unless you're the Rolling Stones. Yeah, maybe then. But I reckon you can just give us a mic stand, a couple of speakers, mixing desk, and a mic. That'd be good. So we get all that stuff in, and during the day we're setting it up, just making sure it's all good. We're running leads here, and but Franklin's got a bit of an issue. He's got the old Samsung phone and the little connection underneath. It's not really. He's having troubles. It's not. Where the connection's a bit dodgy down there, and you can't play music.
Yeah.
Things like that. So and he's got to sing bloke. For the 7,572nd time.
Yeah.
So that's his big thing. He's got to sing that. He goes, my little fucking Samsung phone. It's not playing. It's no good. So we transfer that onto my laptop and we do all this kind of stuff. So it's on the laptop. Anyway, as we're setting up, there's a few young guys having a bit of a drink.
Yep.
In the beer garden. It's a pub. So
you can't hold that against them.
You can't hold that against them. No, good on them. Good on them, and they're sort of, would you describe them? They're
wasn't the kids from the
it wasn't the BMX bandits. No, they had
that would have been something
relocated, mate. Take your bike. I'll fucking bury you in far north Queensland, mate. No one will see you again. So they come up. They go, boys, do you want a bloody beer? I said, mate, mate, I'll have a mid-strength.
Give us a mid.
Franklin straight on the VB.
Yep.
And they get chatting to Franklin. They start saying, well, mate, we're new to the area. And they've got a bit of an entrepreneur vibe, a bit of a
mover and shaker.
Mover and shaker. They're young, but they're hip. They're happening. They're talking a big game. So we've just moved up to the area, and starting their own phone shop. So
everyone needs a phone.
Everyone needs a phone, and Franklin definitely needs a phone.
Yeah.
So they start sort of chatting to Franklin. They said, what phone you got? Samsung, blah, blah, blah. I said, mate, is there any chance you can fix this? He goes, well, mate, yeah, mate, I'll get our bloody...
tech.
Our tech, because there's two guys who sort of own the business, and then they got the tech guy doing all the fixing.
He's the hands-on.
He's the one in the basement, bloody fixing everything. But he's not there at this stage. So they said, we've got a few hours to the gig, so we'll take it down to the old tech guy.
Yep.
And we'll fix it for you. We'll bring it back. I said, mate, that is fantastic. No, anyway, we'll put you on the door, fellas. So come back to the gig later on. So rolls round to showtime, and there's a few coming in. There's maybe 40 or something like that at the Herbert Hotel.
Enough for a show.
Yeah, and the problem was though they're all sort of sitting. There's a smokers area, just aside of the stage. So if you're looking at the stage just to the left, that's where the smokers area is.
So is it outdoor?
It's an outdoor, but it's sort of covered. So it's covered, but there's little area because it's far north Queensland. You need a decent beer garden.
Yeah,
but it's covered.
That's true.
It's a good venue, good spot. And out of the 40 people who were sort of rocked in, 38 of them are sitting in the smokers area.
Okay.
And we thought, I must admit, far north Queensland is one part of Australia because everyone vapes now, don't they?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, well, not up there. They are still chomping down the darts.
Haven't caught on to the
It
vape.
hasn't really caught up the vape. I mean, they are still darts are good for you.
Good on them.
Yeah.
I think we're going to find out the vapes are just as bad, aren't we?
Oh, I think they are just as bad, but yeah, everyone thinks they're doing.
And they look ridiculous.
They do. They smell like
how
crazy.
How cool does like a bloody
watermelon.
like a Brad Pitt or a James Dean or someone with a cigarette. I mean, that's iconic.
It is.
When I'd smoke just for that look.
Oh, it looks great.
You can't look cool, bloody sucking on it looks like a
watermelon
battery charger.
Yeah. Don't do that.
No.
So anyway, so what they said, well, what we're going to do, I've never seen this done before. All right, for this show, there is no smoking area. The whole joint's a smoking area now. They said, fuck, because everyone was literally just sitting in the smoking area. I go, you're going to have to be on stage just playing to the right-hand side. Go, because no one else was out there. So
their dedication to the dart.
Their dedication to the dart, they've said, for this show, open up. You can smoke anywhere. You can smoke in the toilets. You can smoke out on the street. You can smoke on stage if you want.
Geez, this pub owner, he's really he's a flexible guy.
Yep, he touches his toes.
He's really willing to bend the rules. Like, it's fantastic. Yep. Oh, if he sees some guy go to the dunny they come out sniffing, goes, boys.
No, do coke on the table here.
No, not off to the cubicles for you. You're missing the show.
Enough of you
From
guys.
From now on, this whole beer garden's a shooting gallery.
That's it, mate.
People just injecting.
I'll bring out the mirror,
doing lines,
put the mirror on the table, and you just fucking go for it, boys. We don't want you missing the Aussie Pub Comedy Tour with Chris Franklin and Evan Hocking.
Anything goes in that. Hey, buddy, did you just go to the toilet for a wank? Well, don't do that anymore. From now on, this beer garden is a wank zone.
Zone,
yeah. Start rubbing them out, boys.
Yep. Start edging.
Start edging.
Mate, we need some performance. So
Ed Sheeran.
So I've got about 45 in there, and good vibe. And I go on first. I do about 20, 25 minutes, and then we have a break, and then there's some local guys on. But something funny happened after I went on for the first time. So I do my spot. We go to the break. As I'm walking off stage, one of the guys who owns the phone shop, what he's done, he's actually bought Franklin back a new phone. He said,
I hope he's not expecting Franklin to pay for that.
No, I said, I'm going to have to give him another advance here. But no, he said, mate, I fixed your phone, and also here's another one. So now Franklin's got two phones.
Jesus.
So that's good. So
good phone?
Another Samsung.
Wow,
yeah. So the boys are really looking at making an impact in Townsville.
Yeah, good on them.
I must admit, they got the gold watch. They got a few chains.
Yep.
They're
so it could be a front.
It could be a front for something else, I reckon. And maybe what happens next is a good indication that maybe it was a front for something else.
Okay.
Because as I'm walking off stage, and I must admit, the boys they're a bit loaded up. They've had a few drinks, and I reckon they've maybe had a little bit more.
Yep.
They thought, we need to get some phones fixed. I'll have some performance enhancers.
Yep.
Just to make sure I get them done quicker.
And you're not talking about half a boner. You're talking about...
I'm talking about...
Up the snoz.
The old snoz. We're out. I'll finish. Yeah, we're at an hour 3. I can finish this up pretty soon.
Yep.
So as I'm walking off, he walks up to me with... He puts a hand out, and he just goes to shake my hand, and just gives me a fucking wad of cash and goes, mate, thanks so much for that. You're a fucking funny bastard, mate. Here. And I'll look at him and go, what? Are you serious? I didn't look at it. I go, this is a wad of cash.
This is a wad of cash.
This is a wad of cash. And they were pineapples.
Jesus.
It's not like he's giving me a $5 or a bloody few 20s.
Yeah.
He just gives me a wad.
Okay.
And he goes, mate, thanks so much. You're a funny bastard, mate. You just took my mind off everything that's going on.
Off the lab that's that's behind with its Jesus, what a...
Gives me this wad, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? And one part of me is going, I'm thinking, fuck, do I give it back to him? But then I'm thinking, fuck, cash is cash.
Cash is cash.
Cash is king.
That is true.
I'll see if anything else happens out of this. I say, oh, mate, you shouldn't have, and blah, blah, blah. I go, someone wants to give you money.
They want to give you
They
money.
want to give you money.
They want to give you money.
But clearly it's not an issue for him. And then the 4 local Townsville guys go on in the second bracket. And in the meantime, I sort of mentioned to Franklin, I said, fuck, that old mate just fucking gave me, I didn't count it, but it feels like a wad of cash. And Franklin goes, mate, I haven't been on. And he's fucking giving me a wad of cash. I go,
oh, shit.
Are you serious? I said, how much did he give you? He said, oh, mate, it's about fucking $600.
Serious?
Serious. One of the local blokes gets off and he goes, mate, that bloke with the gold chains and that, he just gave me $150. I said, I better fucking count mine.
God,
if he's giving me more than you,
$150 is a kick in the guts, I reckon. These guys are dishing up.
Well, I started counting mine. He's giving me like fucking $350.
Nice.
And I'm like, fucking, this is all right, mate. This is great. I've sold some stubby holders. I got $350, and he just keeps coming up and saying, mate, that was so great. I've got so much on my mind. Thanks so much for giving us a laugh.
So he's he's cooked.
He's cooked.
He's well and truly cooked.
And his business might be doing all right, but I reckon after giving away about $1,500 to fucking comedians, because then afterwards, he might have given me $350, and then he comes back for another stab. He goes, no, seriously, mate, you took my mind off it. Here you go. He gives me more. He gives me more. I said, mate, do you want a hand job or something? I'll give you a hand job. Do you want me to? He goes, mate, don't give me a hand job. I've been edging all day. I'll bloody shoot it right through the roof.
Jeepers.
So, yeah. So, we worked out he must have forked out easily over $1,000.
Easily over
$1,000. And then he bought Franklin a slab. He bought him a VB slab. He shouted me drinks. He shouted everyone. I think he shouted the whole fucking town drinks. I reckon there was even a chick in the front row. He gave her money. Like, I don't know what the
Who is this guy?
I don't know, but he's like, I don't know, maybe he's like Robin Hood. He's bloody stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, because we were poor, but now we've got a bit of cash.
That's because you don't write that into the equation when you're planning a gig. That's cream.
No, I thought first gig. I mean, if we can get a few other phone shop owners and possibly drug dealers at our gigs, this could be a pretty lucrative tour.
I reckon, yeah. Every town you go to, just pop down the local bloody Vodafone shop and say, "Hey boys,
mate, do you want to come to the gig tonight?"
And they'll be like, "No."
Oh, can you just give us some cash? I said, no.
No, get out.
No, we're a legitimate business.
Okay.
We're Vodafone.
And they're like,
you got, mate? No reception.
You didn't need Trev and Jono from back in Cairns, did you? Because they give cash to everyone.
It was Townsville.
Yeah.
So that turned out to be a great night.
Yep.
And then just good gig, fun gig. And then what happened, and maybe we'll talk about it on the Patreon, because Franklin's loaded up.
Oh, mate.
And after Michelle's there, and
I'm gonna have a guess. That's
after
$600.
After Franklin, he's sort of had to. I've had to give him a forward payment for the flights. Now, you reckon Franklin would just go, I've got $600, $700 to my hot little hand. I'll just put that away for a rainy day.
No.
Well, I'll tell you on the Patreon what happens with that fucking money.
Okay, I'm guessing it's not sitting in a bloody bank account somewhere earning interest.
No. Anyway.
He's more a pay it forward sort of.
Yeah, he's a more of let's stimulate the local Townsville economy.
The guy gave him $600, he gives a bloke $2,500.
That's right.
That's sort of setup. But wow,
so there we go.
That's a hell of a tale.
Yeah, and I do have to mention, caught up with the band Tito. In Townsville. Sarbin. Remember? Yeah. So Sarbin, he's up in Townsville there. He works. Who's he work for? MBN or whatever. But
you didn't get the phone shop owners to get a Patreon. They would have bloody. You should have them to sponsor us.
I should have. But anyway, I got the cash, so that was good. So, the big Sarbin who was up there, brought his mate along. We had a good chat, had a few drinks. Yeah, Sabin. I think I was saying Sabin.
Sabin? What are those things called? Have we had this conversation?
Probably. What?
Those vibrating things that women sit on. Is that a Sabin?
What?
It's like a vibrator
that they put.
that women sit on.
Okay.
It looks like a all right, this is it looks like almost like a saddle that goes on
and it's got a little not a cock, but it's like a little
and it vibrates. Is that a sabin?
Oh, I'm sure it's called something like the.
Been a dirty episode, hasn't it?
Oh, it's all over the joint. I mean, people, we've come back with a vengeance here. Yeah, we're getting messages and everything. Wind it up, boys.
People complaining already.
Disgusting.
This one hasn't even been downloaded yet.
I know.
It's gonna make and break a few listeners. I tell you what.
So Sabin, mate, great to meet you up there. Ripping bloke, and to the Banditos that came. And actually, I've got to apologise. I saw a couple of Banditos at the Espy on the weekend. I was running the comedy pub crawl. But I rocked up to the STO. I had no idea where the gig was. I was all over the joint. Mate, that joint is off its tits.
Oh, the SB's going.
Jesus Christ. That is, bloody, you don't know which way to look. You don't know what's happening. There's 35 rooms. There's 7,000 people in there. And, I was a bit all over the joint. The boys,
it's a hell of a venue.
It's a hell of a joint. So, the boys, I didn't even get a chance to ask their names and how'd you get onto the podcast. I was trying to wrangle all these people on the pub crawl down to some room that I didn't know how to get to. So, sorry, boys, but they'll go into the Essendon St Kilda game.
Yeah.
Good on you. But,
good game.
Anyway, that's the app.
That's it. That's the app. That's I just tried to Google Cybin. I don't think it's anything near it.
No. I didn't think it would have been.
Anyway, all right.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey, remember the live show? That is Sunday, the 23rd of April.
That's coming at us like a freight train.
That is coming. That's just over 2 weeks away.
We got some big things planned.
Woo-hoo. It's going to be big. We're gonna edge on stage.
Yep.
We're going to be wearing our footy shorts.
We're going to get everyone to
massive.
Edge.
Everyone's going to edge.
Not allowed in unless you're
edging.
Yep.
So do that. Get on the Instagram. Get on the YouTube.
Do you want to finish the app with the fart?
Do that.
Yes, this is a start on a high, finish on a high, I say. This is a little fart I recorded the other day, and she is one out of the bag.
Better than the other one? Jesus, my phone's going on.
Similar. A mate actually said it. I sent it to Dan Connell, and he said, sounds like my arse needs WD-40.
Oh, yeah. And, you need something to lube it up.
Yeah, it's in the morning. That's the time I fart best, no doubt about it.
Maybe you don't fart in your sleep.
Maybe. Tell you what, my wife doesn't appreciate me farting in the morning with sticking the phone up my arse and pressing record. But here we go. Here's this little bad boy. Starts slow, but worth the wait, I think.
You can't. What is wrong with you?
That is.
What? How does that work? That is. We need a doctor or someone to explain. We need a physicist.
That's
a biologist. What is that? It's like I can smell it out of the phone.
It's a good start to the day. Like, tell you what, you have a real spring in your step.
You must feel heavy.
Once you
must feel heavy after.
Really, you know it's there. You definitely know it's there. You don't, not in your wildest dreams do you think it's going to be something like that. But it just keeps going. Because it keeps going. You're like, I still feel bloated, yet it's still so much there. And then you think you're done and you're like, hang on, I've got a little finale here, a little encore.
I've got a little encore.
I like the little encore. Just
a bonus round.
Yeah, nearly shit myself with
it. It's almost like an
actually.
exclamation point.
Yeah. You like that? You like that? Well,
cop that.
Yeah. That's like, just that one last little knockout punch at the end.
Yeah. The eyes roll back.
Yep.
Hit him again.
Yep.
And then he's down.
Yep. He was already cooked, but throwing in one little stinker at the
end. That is big.
Yeah, it's good to be. So keep farting out there, everybody.
Keep farting. So thanks for tuning in. Give us a rating. Give us a review. Live show. Get on that. Everyone who is on the Patreon, like we said, so we was away for a bit, But now we're coming back strong.
We're back.
We've got another few bonus episodes coming out, so stick fat. We appreciate the support.
Not fat, semi. Stick semi.
Stick semi. And hey, that's another episode of
Good
Banter.
Good banter.
That's a good banter.